Whoopi Goldberg, and this is the Graham Norton Show.
Show for you tonight. Look at you all out there. Everyone looking forward to Valentine's Day? Are you? Are you? Oh. Have you all got plans for taking your loved one somewhere nice and exclusive? Look at you thinking, this is it. This is it's happening now. No. And I wonder, are there any single women in the audience? I think you may enjoy the couch. You single women, so lucky. With no relationship ties on Valentine's night, you can stay in and have a threesome with Ben and Jerry. I'm enjoying my me time. Ice cream with a salty tear sauce. Classic. Music, of course, very important for setting the mood on Valentine's night. Anything will do, you know, CD player, MP3 player. Just make sure you don't have one of those annoying little speakers. You know, yeah. Now, speaking of romance, ladies and gentlemen, Nigel Farage has been in the news again. I know. This time, Nigel has denied he's having a relationship with a French woman who's been living in his house. Now, Nigel's wife said they have, in fact, been living apart for a while. And as she reminded Nigel, leave does mean leave. Yeah. So... I'm imagining for Nigel it was quite a soft exit. Let's get the guests on! Later, we'll be joined by Hollywood superstar Denzel Washington. Yeah. And British blues singer Rag and Bone Man will be performing his huge hit, Human. But first, he sent shivers down our spine in the fall, and now he's back as seductive billionaire Christian Grey in 50 Shades Darker. It's Jamie Dornan! This man has been one of Hollywood's biggest stars for over 30 years in Bill and Ted, Speed, The Matrix. Now he returns as hitman John Wick. It's only the fabulous Keanu Reeves! A Grammy, 3 Emmys and a Tony to her name. She's quite simply a Hollywood legend. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Whoopi Goldberg! So good to see you! Lovely to see you all. Welcome. Now, welcome back all. You've all been very... But say welcome back. Whoopi, you've never done the show in this country?
Not in this country, no.
No, we in America
yes.
You were on. Yes.
Well, you always come over. You used to come over.
No,
you don't do it anymore.
No. Well, the pound's so weak.
Well...
I am just... Like, it's a very exotic sofa because, you know, the names, you know, Whoopi Goldberg, Keanu Reeves, Jamie Dornan.
Yeah.
No, because Whoopi's not... Whoopi isn't... I mean, no one christened you Whoopi.
No one did.
What were you actually called? Karen?
Karen, yeah.
Karen?
Yeah.
And why the Whoopi, then?
Because I was a bit of a farter.
I always thought that was a joke. Is that real?
No, I rarely lie. Rarely. No, you know, when you're... The theaters I worked in were so small, they didn't have a lot of backstage rooms, so if you were gassed, you had to all the way through. So people would say you were like a whoopee cushion. And so that's what it was. That's what it became.
Oh.
Yes.
So are you one of those walkers and farters?
Well, I was a skipper and farter. Never bad.
And Keanu is such an exotic name, but that is your real name.
Yes, sir. That is my name.
Yes. But now, and what does it mean now? Is it from Hawaii?
Yes, it's a Hawaiian name, and it means cool breeze over the mountains.
Ooh. Remind you of anything?
Yeah. My little brother right here, cool breeze.
And now, gentlemen, is it true that you can spot a 50 Shades fan now?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Well, over fans of The Fall, I don't think... I mean, there's a crossover, but 50 Shades fans are their own kind of thing.
So, when you're walking down the street with your wife, does she go, there's one coming, there's one, I see her, she's coming, she's coming?
No, you know, there's a sort of a look in their eyes and a sort of desire beyond the normal person who's just going to pass you in the street. I'll say that.
Have you seen the first one, Whoopi?
Yes, I have.
Oh. It's weird meeting Jamie now, isn't it?
No, you know, at one point, you know, it would have, if it was 10 years ago, it probably would have been weird. But now, you know, I look and I see just a really great kid, a great actor, and it's like, you can't go after this. You can't go after this, you can't flirt, you gotta kind of just be old.
Oh, have you seen it, Keanu?
Yeah.
I'll leave it there. Now, Whoopi Goldberg, ladies and gentlemen, returns. You were last on the London stage 7 years ago, and now you're back at the Palladium doing a one-woman show. Now, it's tomorrow night, and it's already sold out. So they're doing a second later show.
Yes.
So what time does it start?
Oh, about 10:30, 11.
I think it's 11.
Might be 11.
Have you met British people at 11?
Why do you think I came back? Yeah.
That's going to be quite a show.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm so ready for it. You know.
They'll be really ready for it.
Yeah. Hey, you bring a Guinness, I'll bring a Guinness, we'll all party together.
So what can people expect in the show? It's more you more than character. It's more like stand-up.
It's my version. It's about, you know, it's about what happens when you don't realize that you have gotten older. I'll tell you, I went to a Steely Dan concert recently, and I was looking around and I thought, damn, these some old people at this concert. You know, there's all these old hippies and stuff. I like, God, ooh, do they know how old that people? And then I passed the mirror. And I was like, oh shit! Me too. So it's about waking up and realizing you're not the youngest thing in the room anymore, but all the things that entails, because everything's on the floor, you're picking it up, you're putting it on your head. It's a whole thing. And guys, you know, all the stuff that happens to y'all. You know, so it's a, you know.
What happens to us?
Come to the show, I'll tell you everything.
No, but I've heard you talking about there's mysterious hair loss for women.
You mean the balding pudenda?
That's what I mean.
Yes. What? The balding pudenda.
Pudenda?
Yes.
Pudenda.
Yeah, got you.
What is that?
Well, in one's youth.
Oh, wait, do I want to know what this is?
I don't know. I don't know if you do, but I will just put it this way. There was once a time where... I don't even know if I should tell her.
I'm really tell her. I can't believe you don't know what a pudenda is.
Can you say pubic hair? I can say pubic hair.
Pubic hair?
Yeah.
Yes! You're not a doctor, but we'll still let you. Yeah.
Once where there was an afro.
Right.
That I could put beads on and braid.
Wow.
Yeah. There is now Paul Schaefer's head.
Okay.
Okay, empty bald. There we go. But there's more to it, but you have to come. You have
They seem willing. They seem willing.
They do seem willing.
Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Whoopi Goldberg, your first big film role, your first Oscar nomination, Color Purple.
Yes.
Now, the audition for that, for Steven Spielberg, did you do, like, a whole show for him?
Yeah, I'd been doing my show in New York, and when we were just about finished, my manager said, Steven Spielberg can't make it to the show in New York. He'd like you to come to L.A. and do your show at Amblin Studios, which is his studio. And I was like, what? They said he wants you to come. I said, but why? I said, because he wants to see the show. said, oh, okay. Because I thought they were kidding. And so when I got to Los Angeles and got to the studio, I thought, oh, maybe this is real. And so I go in. His secretary comes and he comes and gets me, and all I can think of is, oh shit.
Wait, there's like no other people there? I mean, how many?
No, it's just...
There wasn't like a sound stage and like all of Amblin
No,
and
they took me
friends.
right into his office.
He's sitting there.
He's sitting there and he's smiling at me, and he said, I want to see your show.
Come on.
But I swear to God.
Come on.
So this is what happened. So I did the show, and he laughed a lot. He liked it, and then he said more, and I had been instructed not to do any more than the show.
So what happened?
Well, I had one more piece called Bleetee, B-L-E-E-T-E-E, about what would happen if E.T. landed in Oakland. Now, Oakland, California, at the time was a very, it was a rough area. Phones didn't work, so it was a whole thing. So Bleetee lands, he meets these two kids, they take him to the projects. He wants to phone home, no phones work on the side. And he then falls in with some guys who are running prostitutes, and he gets a Jerry curl. I don't know if you remember, Jerry curls were, black folks had this thing where we would put the stuff in our hair and it made it look wet and drippy. And he had then a powder blue suit and he was running horse. And when his people came to get him, he shot him up. He killed him because he didn't. He didn't recognize his people. And the whole point of doing Bleetee was to remind people that it's okay to assimilate, but you can never forget who you are. So he's on the floor, and I'm thinking, this can't be good. And then he said, I want to talk to you. I want you to play Celie in The Color Purple. And I said, come on, man, what? And he said, yeah. And I burst into tears, and I said, I think I could really suck at this. And he said, have you sucked before? I said, I gotta tell you, yeah. He said, well, then this one won't bother you. And that's how I got to make that movie.
Wow, and I'll be glad. Yes. Now, Jamie Dornan, you had an even earlier start in show business. I believe it was a Christmas show. How old was it? Were you 4 in your Christmas show?
I was 4 when I got my big break, yeah.
Yeah,
4.
yeah. But now, you did have problems.
Yeah, well, I had one line, and it was a nativity play, which is familiar to most of us. And I was obviously one of the 3 wise men.
Obviously.
And
you had a beard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't. And I had to. I know I'm from Northern Ireland, which is a peculiar little place where we speak quite funny. And a lot of words sound the same. Like a lot of words, you're not sure what you said. Anyway, I was the guy who brought the mirror, right? Which, when I say it, is just like reflective glass. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what. So I was like, and what have you brought? And the gold. And you brought the Frankenstein. I was like, oh my god. And what have you brought? And I was like, the mirror. And they asked me to repeat it. I'm sorry. Because I guess it's meant to sound slightly different to that. And they said, again, and I went, I brought the mirror. Like a tiny different note on it.
I liked that Joseph asked you again. Yeah. What?
No, wait, I'm sorry. How old were you?
4.
4?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah.
No, but he made an adjustment to the dialogue.
Yeah.
You were the manner born.
No, you could tell then.
You changed it.
You could see the star in me then. Yeah. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Myrrh. And talking of looking young, Keanu Reeves, you seem unchanged.
That's not true.
Well, you seem it. You seem it. Because can I know, but can I tell the people how old you are?
I'm 5'2".
Really?
Yes.
I hope it's thinking of you in your 30s.
I know. Because he looks it.
Yeah.
52. Look what happened in a year. Like, what did I do for the last 12 months?
What have you been doing, man?
I looked like that a year ago. I really did. So listen, Keanu Reeves, all suited and booted, ready to kick some ass in John Wick 2. Well, John Wick Chapter 2, isn't that what it's called?
Yes.
John Wick Chapter 2. It's out on the 17th of February, but on the previews on Valentine's Day. I mean, it's a really enjoyable film. I'm not sure it's a date film.
It's really a date movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. No?
I know.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
If anyone isn't familiar with the character of
Right.
Dangerous John Wick, explain who he is and the situation he's in.
Okay, sure. So I play a character named John Wick.
No.
Yeah. And I play a mythical kind of legendary assassin. But he fell in love and he's married, and in the first film, John Wick, his wife passes away and he wants to retire, and that story goes. And then in Chapter 2, he's trying to retire, and the consequences of being an assassin revisit him, and I'm forced to kind of pay a debt. That's kind of the beginning of it.
Yes.
So John Wick is fighting for his life.
Right.
You know, he's like kind of fighting for John to just grieve and be left alone.
But my God, like so many assassins in this film.
Well,
It
there are a lot of
terrifies you. You
people
come out of the
wanting-
cinema going,
Yeah, there's a lot of people who want him dead. And it's cool with, I mean, kind of the tone of John Wick. It's like really great action, but there's humor, and there's like this kind of fantastical otherworld, hyper-reality of the underworld, of the criminal element, and then there's the real world. So there's a really kind of fun tone to the film.
But like when you get to set, because some of the people, so that, you know, you are fighting a lot of people in this.
Yeah.
Like
which
some
is
of the
great.
people are just like mountains. I mean, they're
Right,
just like
yeah.
7'2". You must
Yeah.
kind of think, really?
No, man, I'm
throw
John
him
Wick.
over.
No. John Wick. John Wick's got will. He's fighting for his life. There's no mountain he can't climb. Knock him down.
Listen, I love this guy. I love his,
Thank you.
because his move. I feel like if he can beat him, I have a shot. If I see him do it and I know he's confident, I go right behind. Yeah, I kick you out. Come on. Because he makes you believe that you could do anything.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just not a broken bone, a few scratches. You do get hurt, though. You do get hurt. John Wick gets hurt.
John Wick does get hurt. Yeah, the director takes quite a glee in really not like getting hit by cars, getting thrown through windows, getting shot, getting stabbed. Also, you know, he mixes techniques. So there's judo, jiu-jitsu, and then gun work. And so I had a lot of great teachers, and I try to do as much action as I can.
Well, in our clip, you're talking. This is you as John Wick.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes, with your old friend Lawrence Fishburne. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, John Wick 2. There were 3 matrices. I don't know how you say that.
Sure.
Is it Matrix I? Is it?
It's just the Matrix.
Matrices. I'm just being told in my ear. Matrices.
Who told you that? Who told you matrices? You know that's not right.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, he speaks, I speak. That's what happens. Talking of sequels, much excitement. Or, well, maybe. Is it true? Bill and Ted 3? Yeah.
Yeah, man, of course. Cool. All right. Bill and Ted's still alive. All right.
No, but I heard this is a thing. Haven't you talked about this?
Yeah. The writers had a story, and we're trying to make it. Yeah.
So, what? Like, where are Bill and Ted now? Because they must be, what, are they in their 50s now?
Yeah, it would be Bill and Ted in their 50s. And, I mean, that just makes me laugh right there. I mean, like, what happened to these guys? But there's a cool story. Basically, they're supposed to write a song to save the world, and they haven't done that. So the pressure of having to save the world, you know, their marriages are falling apart, their kids are kind of mad at them, but then someone comes from the future and tells them if they don't write the song, it's just not the world now, it's the universe. And so they have to save the universe because the time is breaking apart. And so then elements of the past are
Whoopi's
coming
really
into
into
the.
I must be that person from the. I have to
You're
be
in
the
it.
person from the future. I have to be.
Yeah.
I would so love to go see Bill and Ted 3 and you're in it.
Yeah.
On the show.
Wow. Yeah. Why
Oh,
not?
yeah, there's totally a
Because I
role for
can't
you.
get in a movie with him. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not those movies. But like, yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe, okay, you find someone with some clothes on, I'll come in.
And the air guitar thing, is that something, if you're ever in a bar and a guitar song comes in, do people just look at you kind of like, he's going to?
Yeah. Which is kind of cool in a way that it's still alive,
So could you do it, so the idea, you say excellent and then
Yeah,
things
you
happen.
do that thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say excellent, just say it.
What?
Come on, say excellent.
Okay, I'm going to use this like I'm training. Like,
Yeah, you're doing the movie again. You're doing Bill and Ted 3.
Excellent!
Bad Keanu Reeves. That was terrible. Right, Jamie Dornan.
Hello.
Give us another hugely anticipated sequel, 50 Shades Darker. It's out tonight. And,
Give us a break.
You know what it is? Because every time I hear 50 Shades Dark, I think, who do I know? Because in the sun, that's what happens to me.
now.
You'll get it later.
No, this is the first one was such a massive success. And apparently, is it true it caused a bit of a mini population explosion, the first movie?
Apparently did, yeah. There's a bit of a baby boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a lovely thing.
That is nice.
But actually, something really lovely happened to me in a lift.
Oh yes.
And I was in a lift, and you can't really get away when you're in a lift. There's nowhere to go. And I got recognised by a very lovely woman who said, "Oh, you're." She was more animated than what I'm doing. She was like, "Oh my God, you're Jimmy Dornan." I said, "Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's right." And I was like, "What floor are we going to?" Like, just trying to think, change the subject. And then she said, "You know what? For years, my husband and I struggled to conceive, and we thought we were going to do IVF, and we'd sort of starting to look at other channels. And then after your movie came out, we made a baby naturally. And yeah, isn't that nice?
Wow.
I know. It is so hard to know how to respond when someone.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a nice moment.
Well, you want to inspire people with your work.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, he put the work in. And now, 50 Shades Darker, but actually, this isn't darker. It's more romantic, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Yeah. Yes, but there's probably more sex in it, which.
More sex?
It is.
Jamie doesn't speak.
I make noises. Like, I make like American accented noises throughout. No,
That's actually a question, though. Do they let you do that? I mean, like when you're
hard
doing
to-
the scenes, does the director say more vocalization? Or do they say
I mean,
less?
there's often
or like,
there's often some. There's often some.
it's like
there's a-
ah! They're like, no, that's not good.
yeah.
No one comes like that.
Yeah, they do.
No, but like,
Yeah, they do, man.
there's some scenes where they will play music, maybe a bit of if it's a wide shot and it's not like so. It's the closest we get to sort of going for it in one piece, and they'll play music or something. And my temptation is always just to try to make Dakota laugh. So sometimes I'll do things like when there's a moment where I'm meant to, orgasm, I'll be like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
See, people do that.
Wait. Which, by the way, if they don't, they should. 'Cause it's like a Ryanair flight. When a Ryanair flight lands, it goes, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. No.
And was it nicer for you this time? Because last time it was you and sort of everyone else was a woman, the director and everybody.
Yeah.
But this time it's a man directing. Did that make a difference?
No, not really, to be honest. I mean, I think whoever is tasked with directing those kind of scenes, I mean, you know, these guys know the sex scenes are awkward anyway, and it just needs a very...
This is why I love him. Because he includes me in, yeah, you know, these guys know sex scenes are just really hard. It's like, no, babe. No.
Have you ever done a sex scene?
No.
What? We've been in so many films.
I know,
but somebody at some point.
No.
Not in Back in the Habit?
No. There might have been a couple of people under that habit, but nothing. No.
What? Was that your decision?
No.
There's still time for that kind of thing.
Okay. But it's fun to watch other people kind of get it on.
Yeah. Hey, let's watch a clip. This is you talking. This is you and Dakota Johnson at an auction. Very good. Okay, it's time to meet my next guest. Just listen to these films. Malcolm X, Training Day, Philadelphia, American Gangster, Man on Fire, he starred in them all, and more. It's always a pleasure to welcome back to the show the great Denzel Washington! Hello! Really nice to see you.
Good to see you, brother. How you doing?
Nice to meet you. And we'll just shove down a little tiny bit. Denzel Washington. Listen to that. Oh, the love. Welcome back, sir. Lovely to see you.
Good to be seen by you.
And now you know that you've worked with Keanu.
I haven't seen you in how long?
I know. Well, we've passed each other once in a while here and there, but yeah.
Did you work in Britain? Did you make much ado about nothing here?
Greve, outside of Florence.
Oh, posh. and Whoopi Goldberg, of course, was it you gave Whoopi her Oscar?
Yes, she did. Look, did you see this picture? We look like 4-year-olds. Look at that.
Oh, you know why I was so skinny? I was working on Ricochet while we were with the Oscars around that time.
You're still skinny.
Black is the key. Black. Legs crossed, black.
So, your new movie is fabulous. It's Fences, and it's in selected cinemas tonight, and then it's everywhere next Friday. This is the first time the famous August Wilson play has been filmed, and you star in it, and you directed, and congratulations, Oscar-nominated for the award. Alongside Viola Davis, who's... Like, Viola Davis, is that like, you know, that people say, oh, if you play tennis against a good person, you get better. What's it like? Acting with her must be a joy.
You play tennis against a good person, you lose, and then you get better. You know, 16, 17 years ago, I directed my first film. She was one of the first people I hired. I knew how good she was then. When I decided to do the play 5 or 6 years ago, Scott Rudin and I produced it, or he produced it, but the first person we decided to hire was Viola for the play, and she kills it. I mean, she's great in this performance.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, you all are. Now, if people don't know the play, tell us about it.
It's about a family. I play a man who was frustrated because he didn't make it to the major leagues because he was too old and because he was black. That's what he thinks. And his frustration and anger, if you will, is sort of, without giving it all away, it's about fathers and sons, you know, and husbands and wives and other women. And it won the Pulitzer Prize as a play, multiple Tony Awards. We revived it in 2010. And it actually broke the record for the most nominations for any play in the history of the Tony Awards.
Wow.
Viola won, I won, Best Revival, all of that. So here we are now, 6 years after the play, and I directed the film, and We were up for Best Picture and Actor and Actress and Adapted Screenplay. August Wilson is up. I'm really happy about that.
Wow, it's a stunning, stunning film. And your character is interesting because you feel for him,
Right.
and yet he is really quite unsympathetic.
Yeah. Well, August Wilson writes ordinary, real people, warts and all. Nobody's perfect. It's like life. And he's unapologetic. And, you know, again, without giving it away, Troy is brutally honest.
Okay, we've got a clip. This is yourself and Viola Davis discussing one of your sons.
Uh-oh. That's actually one of the quieter scenes.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
those two-handers you
fireworks.
have are sensational.
Sensational.
Yeah. But bringing on Broadway, like, people got involved.
In the film, too. Our first screening in Westwood, and women, black, white, yellow, green, and blue, started talking back, and it was interesting. We were cutting the film, and Vin Diesel was cutting his film up there, too. So he came by, and his sister is his producing partner. So I showed him the scene where Viola starts telling the truth in a big way. And he's sitting like where you are, and his sister was sitting over there, screens up here. And I just started the scene there, just watch this. And she starts going in, and I start hearing, And I look, and it's like she left the room. That's right. She just started building. I mean, it's so real, I guess, and honest, and people get involved. I mean, people literally sometimes get up and start talking back to the screen.
Didn't that happen when you were on stage, too?
Oh, yeah, in the play, forget it.
In the play, people would...
Forget
You would hear somebody say, you know she didn't treat him right.
Oh.
I'll take it.
I won't give it. I can't give it away. But he walks in with a little one, and a woman went, "Oh, Denzel." It's like I want to go. Oh, shoot. Let me just go do this. See? but people get involved, and before they know it, they're in it. I mean, it's a testament to how great a writer August Wilson is.
But also, apparently, it was very different because you filmed on location in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So it's quite different from an LA location or a New York location.
It was the best because we were right there where he lives. We were right there where August Wilson lived. I mean, we were right there where a lot of people got involved. There was a man that lived behind us, Mr. Greenlee. He couldn't hear well, and he would come out every day and ask if I wanted coffee during the scene or any time. Denzel, we're shooting now. Huh? We're shooting now, Mr. Greenlee. You want some coffee? No, we're going to go ahead and shoot. Huh? Well, go on, make the movie. Go on, make the movie. I'll be in the house. He'd just come out, and he would get a chair and sit like he's watching a movie. He's like he's watching the movie. Like the movie's in his backyard.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it. I've seen it.
Yeah. You know, it was sweet. I did not mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no.
We had a screening in Pittsburgh, and he came in a suit, tie, and just proud. And he still couldn't hear us. He had a guy whispering in his ear, telling him what we were saying, you know. But he was so proud. He was. Well, he wasn't in the movie, but he was a part of it.
It was like he made it.
Yeah. He really directed it, actually.
Listen, good luck with the film. Good luck on the 26th at the Oscars.
Thank you.
And presumably your lovely wife will be going with you.
My wife is right back there.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
She's back there because
right.
she wants to see some folks out here. There's some folks she wants to see. And my son, who's an actor, he does a show, Father Shameless Plug, Ballers, was co-stars with The Rock, whatever time it comes on. He loves you.
Oh, yeah?
So she was trying to get him on the phone.
Oh, I'll
so
go say hi.
He can say, but at least take a picture.
Well, I'll try not to keep you. Sorry, you got to do this boring shit. There's going to be a photo out there. Whoopi's having a picture with Jamie. Yeah. We'll set up a photo studio. It'll be lovely. It's music time. This man went from the underground hip-hop scene to top of the charts and has just won the Brit Critics' Choice Award. Here performing the hit single Human, it's Rag and Bone Man. That was so gorgeous. Thank you very much. Come in, sit down. That's Jamie Dornan, Keanu, Whoopi, Denzel. There you all are. Very good. Woo.
For a small one.
Wait. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, no, yo,
Nice one.
come on inside, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah, man.
Because I was watching from a distance, I didn't quite understand just how big you are.
Well, that's very nice of you to say.
You're like one of the people Keanu Reeves beats up in John Wick.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, so that is Human off the album of the same name, Human. Here we go. And that is out now, isn't it?
It is.
In all formats.
Today?
Today?
Yeah.
Spread the word, guys. Spread the word.
And it's called I'm Only Human?
It's called Human.
Human.
Yeah.
Just
Gotcha.
human. Just human.
Got you.
Human. I should say you're. I can call you Rory.
Yes.
Right? Rory.
But that's,
Rory.
that's the name my mother gave me. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's use it.
Perfect.
And so here's the thing. So you were bubbling along. You were doing hip hop.
Yes.
And so did you know you could sing like that?
Kinda. I used to sing a little bit in the shower, and, you know, the places that people sing. But kind of realised it was in tune, and then and then my old man said, "Have a couple of beers and go and sing on stage." So that's what I did, and so I was a bit nervous, you know.
Yeah.
Stage fright, a little bit, but you only do it one time. It takes one time, and then you go, "This is the place."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because you've been working kind of hip hop, doing MCing and stuff, but on a kind of lower level, like, are you enjoying the success? Like, does it suit you?
Yeah.
Well, listen, good luck, because you're up for Best Breakthrough Artist at the Brits in a couple of weeks.
Indeed.
So you'll be there. Best of luck to you. I hope it goes well.
you.
And thanks for doing that. It was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, moment, everybody. OK. That's nearly everything. We've just got time for a visit to the big red chair. Who's there? Hello.
Hello,
Hi, what's your name?
my name's Anita.
Anita, lovely. And where do you live, Anita?
I live in Manchester and it's my birthday today.
What does she want? A prize? We were all born.
That is cold, man.
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But you're only human, don't blame you.
Yes, yeah. Well, he's quoting your song back at you.
right.
Yeah, it's good.
Right.
Let's reload the chair. Hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
Eleanor.
Eleanor, lovely. And what do you do, Eleanor?
I'm a charity campaigner.
A charity campaigner. She's staying right there. OK, off you go with your story.
Well, a while ago, I was going on dates through Tinder, and I met a nice guy, and conversation was flowing. We were talking about Bristol, where my family's from, and he was from, and we decided to go out on a second date, so I gave him my number. When I got home, he messaged me, and his surname came up on my phone, and it was quite an unusual surname, same as my mum's surname, and that's when I realised I'd gone on a date with my cousin.
Oh, that's... You look sheepish. It wasn't you, was it? No. You looked a bit like, ooh, this is very awkward. Should we have one more? Yes, OK, here we go. This is the one. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Hello, I'm Ed.
Ed, lovely. And where are you from, Ed?
I'm from York, but I live in London.
Excellent. A lot of information right there to process. And what do you do in London?
I'm a research technician.
Oh, he's quite vague. Yeah, nothing good, I'd say. OK, Ed, off you go with your story.
So, a couple of years ago, I used to work in a coffee shop, and I was making a flat white for a customer, which is the one with the nice, pretty little floret pan on the top.
Oh, yes.
But I was in a bit of a rush. I thought the coffee I'd made was OK, and I was about to hand it to the customer when my friend tapped on my shoulder and said, you might want to take a second look at that. So I looked down, and sure enough, instead of a nice, pretty floret pattern, I'd managed to make a penis. And this put me in a bit of a dilemma. I was like, do I give it to him and hope he's not noticed, or do I say, I'm sorry, sir, I put a cock in your coffee? So I decided to just give it to him and hope he didn't notice, and he looked down at it and went, oh, I've never had one of those in my coffee before.
That's quite a good story. Can we have any more? Yeah, even more. Yeah. Well done. Well done, everyone. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go on the red share. You can contact us via our website to this very address. That is it for tonight. Please say thank you to my guests, Rag and Bone Man, Jamie Dornan, Keanu Reeves, Whoopi Goldberg, Denzel Washington. Join me next week with rap star Tiny Tempa, actress Ruth Wilson, comedian Ricky Gervais, and actors Joshua Maguire, Daniel Radcliffe, and Tom Hiddleston. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye!